Hey, we're back on Twitch playing Understand. It's a puzzle game. We played this like a year ago. We also we streamed it like one time earlier this year. I never uploaded it to YouTube. It'll be the lost episode. I think we did like 2 puzzles, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. We've done like a lot in this game. We got 5 question mark down here. I don't remember this. I don't remember this at all. We got like pretty far. Okay, yeah, I see what it is. So we have to just don't even bother. Okay? Just like who cares? We also lost our music. Our music just went kaplooey. Let's get it back. There we go. Let's go into 6-1. Okay, we're just gonna start fresh on a new area. It's got this weird little bumpy boy. Here's how this game works for those that haven't seen it. We do one thing. We draw a line. Okay. In this case, they're telling us to draw a line from here to here, from the O to the square. We can draw it from the O to the triangle, but what the game is then going to do is it is going to tell us down here what rule is correct. Okay? So in this case, there's 4 rules that I do not know. And when I do this, all 4 are correct. When I do this, only the first and the third are correct. So here's what I'm thinking, okay? If we just do circle to circle, that solidifies the first and the second. I think the first rule is starts with a circle. So if I start with a triangle instead, nothing activates. So the first one is starts with a circle. The second one is probably ends in a square. Okay. So then what the hell are the last 2? I don't know, man. So this does the last one. So does this. Okay, so this spot right here does not fill in the last one, but this spot does. So does it have to be with being underneath a triangle? Or does it have to be like same column as a triangle? You have to have something? I don't know. Let's see. So same column as a triangle has to have something. So it's looking something like this. Okay. How about this? Don't like that though. Okay. Could also be everything on the bottom row has to be filled in. I like to experiment over here, right? So if we do this, what about this? Yeah, so everything on the bottom row gets filled in if I just do it like that. Okay. Sure, I'm messing with it. Has to be under the triangle. Okay. And everything on the bottom row. Now, what if it was this? You don't like that. So it's not necessarily everything on the bottom row must get filled in. It's instead the bottom row has to just be a straight line. And this is them telling me that it's not has to be under the triangle. It has to be same column as the triangle. Just kidding. Okay. So then is it this? No, it is not. Interesting. So is it... It has to end in this. Is it touch both triangles? It is not touch both triangles, although that completed the bottom right. So what rule are we missing here? Wow, that didn't do any of them because we didn't get all of the bottom. So we definitely know, we know this one. I keep accidentally plucking out my my headphones. We got music. We're chilling. Yeah, this is not Spelunky. You're correct. I changed the name of the game. We good. I have to touch you. Since I touch you, that means that this has to be What if it's like touch an even number of triangles? Oh, you hate that too. Well, that makes sense. You hate that because once I touch the bottom, I have to touch all of the bottom. What if I touch none of the bottom? You're okay with that too, which is interesting. But it still has to end in the square. So what if it was just this? Believe it or not, it's okay with that for the end. I have no idea what these are all of a sudden. So that makes sense, because I thought it was the bottom line has to be fully continuous. But that's proving to not be true. So underneath the triangle. That's at least what we first thought. Or there's like a symmetry thing going on. I mean, that's symmetrical. What if it was instead something like this? Okay. So I think, how about bottom line has to be I don't know. But being honest, I don't know. I think the third one is don't touch any triangles though. So in this case, we could do something like this. Yeah. Okay. I at least like have an idea. It just has to be somewhat symmetrical. So it can be something like, it's gonna have to go those triangles are in very, very good spots, let me tell you. So it has to go to here and then go in. Like that. So why don't you like that one? Because I went too far in. Is that correct? This is not this is not correct. This is not correct. We go 2 in, down, in. Am I stupid? I don't necessarily think, unless, is this bottom has to be touched? Maybe that is bottom has to be touched. I don't think bottom has to be touched is true though. Yeah, that's not what this is. And this works fine. This is don't touch triangles. What this is, it has to do with the symmetry. It has to be mirrored. That's what I think this is. So it'll be 4 bottoms has to be touched. I'm just not convinced that that's what it is. Yeah, that's not what this is. Can you just go from the circle to the square? Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you're totally right. It matches everything. It's symmetrical. It's not touching triangles. Starts with a circle, ends with a square. It's brilliant. Okay. So then, I mean, you get into a hard one, right? They always end at the hard one. It's going to be something like, we're gonna go like this. Oops, he's cracked. Oops, he's cracked. Okay. Good level, good level. So now we do another one. Completely different rules. Completely different rules. So, mess around. Start with circle is going to be our first one. End with square going to be our second one. No triangle going to be the third one, most likely. I'm just going to do a little testing around. This is no triangle, that's correct. This is no triangle, that's no... Okay, so then it's just figuring out what the hell the fourth one is. Same rules as before. So what is the unique vibe here? So far, this looks to be the same. Okay, what if we did this instead? You don't like that. So what they're teaching, they're always trying to tell you something while you do this. What are they trying to tell me? They're trying to tell me that once I go down, I can't go back up, but it's still symmetry. So like this will work, and this will work, and this will work, and this will work. Like all of these will work. But once I go down, I can't go back up. And then just be symmetrical. Okay. Excuse me? Thought I had this one figured out, if I'm being honest with you. You can go up, you just can't go down. You can go up, you just can't go down. No, that's not correct. No. No. Vertical symmetry? I don't know what I'm doing. If I'm being perfectly honest. This one's a little jankier. There's clearly something else going on here. Wow, and these both starting on the bottom as well. Creates a very intriguing situation. What? I have no clue. Symmetry of the colored squares, not the line itself? What? I think I have no clue what you're talking about. This makes no sense. This one is just... I got nothing. Okay. Just mess with some of the normals. Just a couple of ideas of some things. Something like this. What about this? To be honest, for some reason I thought that was going to work. Look at the shapes the filled squares form. So you're saying basically like fill... You're saying fill everything. I got you. Do I got you? I don't necessarily think I got you. I'm gonna tell you, I think the task that I'm trying to do right now is impossible. I don't think it's actually possible to fill all of these slots. All empty cells filled. Here's the problem, right? This one. Because if we redid this, it does have something to do with symmetry. The empty squares does not matter. But I think it... See, then why give me this one? Symmetry does... Imagine the line in the center wasn't there and you were just coloring the squares. This is not symmetrical. I don't care what you say. Like this is... If I get rid of the line, this is not symmetrical. Like you super high if you think this is symmetrical. It is? What are you talking about? Rotate 90 degrees? What? You could fold in half horizontally? Thank you, like a taco, I get it. But the colored... Okay, maybe I see it. Fold them together, they match. Sure, if you're... I guess if you're folding straight down the middle. Yes. I was folding in my head on... You were saying the line don't matter? Not... the lines of the boxes don't matter. So then in this case, with vertical symmetry, we just have to do like... So vertical symmetry. Sorry, my brain is now in maximum overdrive. We could do something like... Yeah, the middle row is cut in half. I got you. I got you. So we basically have to do like this. Yeah, okay. Okay, I hear you. It is janky for sure. The brain... I said I wanted something to get my brain going. This will get the brain going. Okay. Extraordinarily peculiar one. I gotta, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a ton of sense. Okay. I'm sorry, it's taking me a second on these. It's definitely taking me a second on these. These are tricky. These are tricky. But I will see the matrix, I promise you. It'll just take me a couple seconds to see the matrix. But as soon as I see the matrix, we're in business. It's a fun level, I like the gimmick. It's not bad. It's not bad. That is not going to be correct. Not going to be correct. Think, Tyler. You're ending it... Okay, hear me out. Nah, can't do that. Can't do that. So here's the thing, right? If you're ending it coming down, then it has to be also the bottom, which to get here means it has to be all three of these. Which is not actually possible, which means you have to come into it from the side, like this. So then how do you come into it from the side like that? You would have to go up at the start. But going up at the start is also messy. I'll find it. I'll find it. If you do, so this, immediately this spot has to get filled. I'm pulling out, you're gonna think I'm insane, okay? I'm pulling out Excel. It's the official Alexa Plays Excel stream. Hope you're ready for this. I'm straight up pulling out Excel. So we have a 5x3 grid. Okay. 5x3. I know you can't see it yet. Okay, and then we have the square, we're gonna call it X, and we have the circle, we're just gonna make it a circle. Okay. Okay, here we are. Welcome to my Excel document. This is what we're dealing with right here. I'm just gonna shade this in like light gray for right now. I know that this spot has to get filled because that's where we start. And I know this spot has to get filled. That's where we end. That means this spot also has to get filled. So we also know that if you fill this slot also has to get filled. If you fill this slot has to get filled, which also means this slot has to get filled. If you fill this slot, that means that this slot and this slot has to get filled, and this slot and this slot has to get filled. And if you do that, I mean, these have to get filled too. So what have we really learned here? I don't think we've learned anything. Just fill them all then. A lot easier said than done is the problem. Because to fill them all, you would have to go this path to start. And you're going around like this. But then that leaves you in a stuck spot. You cannot do that. So I don't think you're filling all of them. At least I'm not currently seeing a path to filling all of them. Just kidding. I see it. I see it. Okay. Excel, goodbye. Goodbye, Excel. Good to see you. Just took me. I had to visualize it in my head. Yeah, okay, it's spoiled in chat. If you see it, please don't spoil it unless I tell you, okay? I like thinking about these and coming up with the solutions on my own. Okay, 6-3. Immediately wanted me to do a little zigzaggy boy here. I immediately want to mess with every other rule. So, start circle, end square. Don't touch triangle is interestingly not necessarily a rule. No, not touch triangle is still... Yeah, not touch triangle is still the third one. But the fourth one, so interestingly, this passes it. I think it's going to be your lines have to be the same length. Obviously, that's wrong. Your lines. No, it's still just like symmetry. So you could do something like that. Okay. That makes sense to me. That made sense to me, but I understand it's wrong. What are you trying to tell me here? Rotational symmetry. Oh, God. My brain. Boy, that's in such an awkward spot for this, man. Rotational symmetry. I gotta really prep the brain juices for rotational symmetry. Cut a line from top left to bottom right corners. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if my brain can do that one. I did just prove that I could. I don't know if it's going to correctly do it now, though. Like, I think I might have hit my quota on the brain juice. This has to be like... It's not going to be that. That looked so good for some reason. Dude, believe it or not, like, you're going to think I'm insane. I think Excel is still needed for these. Because I have to be able to... By default, those two are symmetrical. So if you go down, that goes up. Then we go right, that goes over. Then we go right, that goes there. That can't work. So you got to go here, here. That puts us where those four... No, you can't touch this spot. So you got to go down, right, right. Then... when you flip that and mirror that, it's up, left, left. Then if I go down, you go up. I know you have to dodge the triangles. I hear you. I hear you. So you have to go down to start because I can't go this way. So it has to be down, which down brings him up. Then we're going 2 to the right. That moves him 2 to the left. I'm going not up because that's going to bring him down. So you go down, that brings him up. I go over to the right, which goes over to the left one. I go over to the right one, which goes over to the left one. I'm going up 3. He's going up 3. And then we connect. Yeah. Okay. I can do this. I can do... You just have to... My brain has to walk it through in my head, which is a lot harder to do than... It also is hard to do when you're streaming and have to talk and be entertaining as well. Continue. Okay. Is it not this easy? Okay, very good. Is it not this easy? No, it is not. That makes sense. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. So, I go I thought it was gonna be that simple. I go left, you go right. Automatically fails us. Wait a minute. Am I dumb? Am I dumb? Something's weird about this one? Something was weird about this one too. I understood this one completely. This is weird. No, it's not weird. It's not weird. Has to be the same flipped and mirrored. Okay, yeah. Same flipped and mirrored. So like, no, that's obviously wrong. You have to do this, which then has to do that. But it also has to be the same mirrored. So as soon as we do this, I gotta hit all those spots too. So we go, but I can't touch this spot. Okay, so I can't yet. Wait, I got this. No, I think I understand. You can't touch this. But we can go, once you do this, then that means I have to touch this and that, which means I'm here. No. Yeah, top left must match bottom right. Top right must match bottom left. Chat, I'm sorry. This is an extraordinarily difficult puzzle. I mean, that's not even close to right. It's an extraordinarily hard puzzle to solve. I'm resorting to drawing random lines. So it should be easy to visualize. I don't know why I just want to go back in Excel, man. I just want to go back in Excel. Give me a second. I'm going back to Excel. I know you're not gonna like that. It's a 5x5 grid. Excel is the place for me. I'm an Excel kind of guy. I do close to zero work in Excel every day, but I'm an Excel kind of guy. Give me some nice even squares. I know you can't see any of this. That's okay. Okay. We extremely happy with this. I'm just filling in our things. Okay. Now I'll bring you back. So here's what we got. We got to go O to square and T. So this slot right here, we have to start on. That means this must get filled in. This is a no-no square. This is a no-no square. So immediately I have to go left. By going left here, I have to go here at some point. I go down, I have to go here at some point. I go here, I have to go here at some point. And I have to go here, I have to go here. Is it just as easy as... No. Because this right here is a no-no square. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a no-no square. That's a no-no square. 2b isn't bad. 4b is bad. Okay, yeah. My brain's not seeing this correctly. You're right. You're right. For D is fine too. Yeah. Okay. We still have to hit 5D is a must. Yes, 5D is a must. That's correct. But then, in that case, that has to be a must, that has to be a must, that has to be a must. So in this case, what if we didn't do that, and instead did this as a must, which then means this is a must. And if we did this as a must, and this as a must, and this as a must, and this as a must, is that possible? You could go bang, 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 bang. So the issue is actually this square. This square tells you a lot. I think this square is actually a must. I'm gonna make a new color for musts. So since that's a must, that's a must. And since this is a must, that means that these 3 have to be musts. Which then means those 3 have to be musts. So then, how do you get to that point? If you do these 2 as musts, then these 2 have to be musts. But then if you do these 2 as musts, one of these has to be. It's either both or just one. And if you have these as musts, then these are musts. I think the dark green are guaranteed must-haves. So then the question gets raised if this becomes a no and this becomes a no. I'm just gonna color those straight up white and then just make all this black for the sake of isolation. What if instead we did this? That means that is the case. But then if these are white, I mean, that's not physically possible. If you're going down here, right, then this has to be a must, which means that has to be a must. Okay. Important to have learned. So all of those have to be the case. So you're starting to the right. So if the next only possible spot to go is down, then that has to be a must, and that has to be a must. If you're going to here and this is a must, then this has to be next, which means this has to be next. And then here, and then here. That path is not possible, which means the middle exists. Okay, there we go. That took way too long, but I'm happy with it. No, wait, I did that wrong. This. This. Okay. God, dude. When you gotta bust out Excel for these, they get messy. They get messy. It's super useful to visualize this in here though. Like, I know you guys are probably making fun of me for visualizing this in Excel, but just being able to plot the paths and see what is a must and what isn't is one thing to know the rule. It's another thing to expand on it and like truly actually use it. Alright, that was fun. I had a freaking blast with that. We're gonna play more Understand sometime in the future, possibly right now, we'll see. But that's gonna do it for this little mini episode. Hope you enjoy seeing more Understand. You can check out all of the videos of it prior on the channel. You can see what all of these random levels were. Such a good little game, man. Such a good little game. Okay, bye-bye.